Okay, yes. So is Solgen trying to be cheap? So that's why they've got that's it. So yes, okay. Yeah. So this is all right. It gives so I think it's like many things. They dangle the carrot Zoom, and then once they have us using Zoom, they want more money from us. But this will give us time. It's an 8-minute window. Will give us time to relax, right? I think 2 hours. That's another issue, right? I can continue 2 hours for the language class is very long, but 4 hours condensed. This is we would say in English, a crash course. Make sure that you have that we provide you with the ample resources to really excel and to really be wonderful speakers. Remind me to not allow you guys access at the end, but we can use these 8 minutes to relax. You can use these 8 minutes, and hopefully there'll be more participation from your level. Again, I'm just using these online classes now, maybe another week to reinforce academic English, to really have you type well, because I think that's a skill that is sorely misused today. And it will only get worse if we don't have a standard, right? In any language, in Thai, in Greek, in Cyrillic, that if you don't have a standard, what does it all mean, right? It's gobbledygook. That was for a good friend of mine who says I can't pronounce it. It becomes gibberish, right? So welcome, everybody. Again, I am posting all of these, and I give these to you, right? I give these to you, these links. I send these to you in an email. And thank you again, Kapun Ka, for coming to the class, for reading your emails, or if you got it from Solgen, again, hats off to Solgen for today, if they transmitted this accordingly. So I give you these emails, and wonderful performances, right, by your fellow classmates in the practicum. This is a great, right, for all of you who want to work at an international hotel, maybe be a manager, maybe own one if you have that ambition. Or, of course, if you travel anywhere, if you just go to neighboring Vietnam or Cambodia, right, or Myanmar, right, you will need to speak English. That's just the international language. So some great practicums by your classmates. So I post everything. I'm either going to post it on my... Sorry? Okay. So yeah, so this is mine. This is my personal one, and then I also have now the new one that we will go to as well. So I just posted this yesterday, because again there was issues with the universities or Solgen's Zoom. And now I know why, because it's paid for. So they're trying to get all of us. And of course, Zoom is much smarter than us. That's why they're Zoom and we are not. Let me pull this up. So Zoom, right? Once, and it's worth it. I'm willing to even buy it personally this year. So for the license, right? So I think they probably spent 150 and they have 30 of us teachers working off one account. So you can only imagine why it doesn't work. So anyway, all right, for the remaining class, I think it's exhausting. It's exhausting for me to just talk the entire time for 2 hours. And it does really you no good, because you can come back, you can rewatch this as much as possible. You can spend your time on all these wonderful YouTube resources or online free, right? And if you want to spend some money, there's some wonderful, I will email you some other wonderful platforms where you could practice your English live if you got some extra money. But I realized that when in college, you're like we professors, we're all poor, right? So but wonderful free that I'll be showing you right throughout the course, especially online. This is again why I love online teaching, because it's romantic. We're in it, right? We're staring, we're looking at one another, we're doing it. However, with so many students, right? 16 is not bad, but I believe your class may be a little bit more. It's hard to do practicums, right? So I was coaching IELTS with something like 40 or 50, but that is a academic for purpose. So I would just ask IELTS questions. For your level and for this, to do the in-class practicums online is not beneficial, right? So yeah, but I will be, make sure you subscribe to this one, Waialailaq Cliff, and then my other one, right, which was Clifford Tom, as well as subscribe to everybody, everything that you want to learn English. If you come across it, subscribe to it. Why, right? I think you guys all know you're more savvy with the internet than I am, because then when you use the search bar, it will bring up the ones that you like, the ones that you enjoy. It will bring up the ones that they have mastered at doing, okay? So for today, you guys are some really good writers, some very good English writers. And so it's a wonderful tool. So I'm going to do something, right, in your own words, another way of saying it, because, right, Bard and artificial intelligence is just getting better and better. Oh, Bard is actually, oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was Microsoft, getting confused. So Bard, right, is Google's platform. Let me pull this over now to the side. I agree. Okay, so you can ask Bard anything. You can the book, right? Any test. You can just ask Bard. You can ask artificial. Microsoft has one too. I forgot what it was. There's so many different now. Greater instruments, right, for artificial intelligence. But what I'm going to lay on you, what I'm going to give you today for your nightly homework, right? So you have about an hour and 15 minutes. Hopefully you can submit this. This is how you will get your credit for your attendance, right? Today is by actually doing something, right? So I can mark it down. This is my new email. Okay, it's Cliff, right? Waialailaq Cliff. So I want everything sent here. So I will also put that in the chat here. So this is my new email, waialailaqcliff@gmail.com. And again, I don't think we have much time until we log off. So this is what I will give for you for your writing for today. Again, unfortunately, I am not a fan of, if we want to call it a book, but you don't have the physical book, I'm not a fan of the words that they've thrown together for you. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So we will, for today. Oh, I think I deleted it. Why did I delete it? That is too unfortunate. However, I will spend more time. That's a preparing email for Soldier. I will spend time for you, good students, right, to type it out again. Okay, so this will be your hello, welcome everybody. And if you're just joining Zoom now, a new feature that you must wait 8 minutes before logging back in, but that's fine, right? I'll just say, go get a cup of coffee, run out and get a bubble tea or something, right? Relax and then come back in. So I think that's all right. Okay, so for today, again, my email me, waialailaqcliff@gmail.com. Okay, so that is my email. So this is for our in-class, because we are scheduled, right, for another hour. So this is your in-class, we can call it in-class writing assignment. Writing assignment. Okay, welcome. So again, I want to see how you are writing, and I will take time to review it, right, when you submit it to me, give you some pointers, some feedback. And then I think maybe next week, more, sorry for this, but I think you guys will be the best. Hopefully you will be the best academic English writers because we're spending more time because we are on the internet rather than face to face. All right, so your in-class writing assignment for today, okay? Your directions, right? The directions or instructions. Okay, do you feel, in your own words, right? Because I'll show you, right? In your own words, English words, right? Do you feel that typing or tapping, right? We tap on our iPods, on our phone. That's the action verb, we tapping. Do you feel that tapping, texting, right? Same feature, same thing. Texting, typing, or writing, in any language, right? It's funny, I gave these directions and instructions, and just because we were in English class, many students gave me, well, I think English, right? No, it's give any language, right? Because here, let me explain. So in your own English words, right? Because I want this back in English, obviously. Do you feel that tapping, texting, typing, or writing is a lost art, right? Meaning, meaning, I can just do a period. Meaning that, because artificial intelligence, AI, right, has become so advanced that we can speak to text, and use other features that there is no need? Or do you feel that language writing is still useful? Okay, so, and then let's do, give me at least 50 words. You can do it. I'm not giving you a speaking practicum, okay, everybody? You can do it. I have faith in you, right? So no less than 50, right, English words, okay? You guys can do it. Why is this grammatically wrong? You should do that. Or comma, anyway. All right, so, and if you do use Word document, or if you are interested in studying abroad and in a European setting, like, or a Western European, Italian, Germany, if you'd like to study in Germany, France, of course, England, we consider ourselves the West with America, Canada, Spain, Spanish, right, throughout South America. You would generally want to go with a Times New Roman, right? We have all of these different fonts, so you don't want to go with Times, and generally a 12-point. Okay, if you are submitting it within a Word document, which would be more of a professional or academic English submission that you would give to your instructor. Okay, so this is it, and then I'm going to give you my example, all right? So this is my example, right? And you could say example, and also it's e.g., right? It can be capital or it can be lowercase, right? For example, that's what that means. No, right? No, I do not feel that learning to write in any language, right, is important nowadays, right? Because artificial intelligence, right, AI, has become so good that this is a wasted skill, right? In other words, there are other learning or learned or learned skills or learned skills, sure. Learned skills. No, but you don't want to repeat words, right? This is another art in any language because it becomes boring. So there are other learned subjects, right? Which is a synonym of skill. There are other learned subjects that can better us rather than using type when AI can do this for us. Generally not good to end in a preposition, but that is okay. Okay, and then for this is more academic to conclude, right? The paragraph with like a therefore. Therefore, learning to write has become a lost art. See how I'm using this again? That's rather good. It has become a lost art form in that words can be cut, copied, and pasted instantaneously. That's a good word, right? Rather quickly, instantaneously. There you go. And this is a good structured paragraph, right? So a paragraph, we'll learn this next Friday. Paragraph, again, has 4 to 6 sentences. So a goal for all of you, right? I would like you to read Charlotte's Web, right? At the end would be an academic 1-page paper. Okay, I think you could do this. And then hopefully we can figure out a way. I think I have some ideas to help you speak throughout the class as well. Okay, everybody, so this is your assignment. Let me save this. Okay, in class writing assignment. Okay, desktop. Let me bring this down. Okay, I'm going to give this to you in the chat room. Okay, do they still have that feature? Yes, I think they do. Nope. Do they? No. Capture. We don't want capture. This is all new. They've really changed Zoom. They've changed Zoom, which is interesting. That is format, screenshot, file. Perfect. Okay. And then my computer. And I will also leave this on for you as well. But you have that now. Download that. If you got your phone or when you get to your computer, I realize some of you may be out and about. So I'm going to leave this up. Okay, and let me show you why. Okay, welcome everybody. Why you shouldn't. Why, and then why I try to give you compelling thing, right, for you to think, okay? So I'm going to take this whole thing. And I'm going to go to Bard, the artificial intelligence, right? Sorry, Soldier, I guess my Soldier's broke. Okay, so let's go to Bard. Let me just type in this and see what Bard has to say. Got it. Let's see. Hold on. All right, come on, Bard. Or I get to speak into Bard. Well, let's just speak. I'll just speak into Bard. Bard, do you think it is important nowadays to learn how to write in any language, or are you an artificial intelligence replacing that art form? Okay. See how they sound. I haven't heard how they sound. how Bard sounds.
I believe that it is still important to learn how to write in any language,
Okay.
even in the age of artificial intelligence. Writing is a powerful way to communicate ideas, and it can be used to express oneself creatively. It can also be used to build relationships, share knowledge, and document history.
Okay, see this, that's good. It's good, right? So I would use this feature. However, right, I've got you because now I know what Bard's answer will be, right? And AI's answer will be. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So again, though, right, in your own words, I think it's important to speak without using, right now there's that feature you can just speak in any language, just hold it up. It's also on our phones, right? We would like, so what's the whole point? It's called plasticity, right? To use your brain to become more intelligent, to learn other and new things, right? To grow mentally, right? As well as physically. Okay, everybody, so that's that. Let me drop this down. I'm going to leave this on for a little bit until this probably pops off, okay? But you have this in chat. Let me make this full blown there. Okay, so that's mine. Do not copy mine. I'll make this bigger right then. So this is your writing assignment. I would like for all of you to email this to me within the hour if you can, but I know if you're out and about, don't worry about it. Try to get it to me by tomorrow, right? Or Sunday. Don't take the week, right? Try to do it within the next day or two. Okay. Cop and cop, thank you everybody. And then I promise we'll do more practicums. I want to hear you speak, right? Practice speaking as we continue on. Okay, thank you. I'll leave this on until Zoom bounces us off. Okay, thanks. The class on Wednesday. So this is, hold on, let me look at the schedule again. This is my schedule. So Wednesday, so this would be, is this, right. That will be our live practicum on Wednesday. So that will be our speaking, right? So I do have you guys twice, so apologies, right? I thought I just had a random online class. So we will do coffee house, right? Going to a coffee house next week. So that was going to be everybody ordering coffee. So that will be your practicum. So this is great. So I think this is wonderful that you guys have both live, like a hybrid. I think at this point, if university is going to stay relevant, right, it should be hybrid. Yes, it should be. All classes should be a hybrid at this point. But yeah, so we will do ordering coffee. Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of time in class to practice with each other. Yep, no problem. Also, I'm going to, all of our writing will have generally why. Like, why do you do that? Is critical thinking, right? And then it also escapes artificial intelligence, like even though that Bard can answer that question. But why? Like, why, if you had to live anywhere in the world, what country, if you had to live anywhere else but Thailand, what country would you choose and why? Right? To make you think, right? To critically think. Why are you making choices in your life, right? And then to use that English language to better your overall English language, right? In our live class, right, I'm going to give you the TOEFL and the IELTS. I'm not sure if it's from the book. I think you are more intelligent than that book. Again, that the text, if you join late, is not good. So I'm going to not, and especially yours, the 121 or the 124 is not good. So I'm not abiding by that. I think I'm doing you a disservice by using that text. Right. The one, I might even, right, we might read from the other one. The grammar will be a guided grammar to where you're writing. I'm going to when you submit something in class or when you're sending me in an email here, excuse me, okay. Don't worry about it. Your scores, if you email me and you are progressing, you will get a good score. The scores are just rote learning, right? They are not adaptive or critical thinking or application learning, right? like ABC, right? That's not, you're not really applying your English. Okay, does that make sense to everyone here? Hopefully. And apologies, right? It has been mass chaos. We teachers have had different schedules for 3 weeks. It's just been mass miscoordination. But I think now that I have you right twice a week, and this is a wonderful hybrid class that we'll use the first one, right? Maybe a little bit of writing, but now we're on the same page, so to speak, moving forward and bettering, right, your international English skills. So just keep up the hard work, right? Just submit, and then I will credit all of your submissions, give you attendance, and as long as you progress, right? And as long as you are doing, like, some people are, again, better speakers in a language. Some, like, even if you're native English, some just don't like speaking. Some are better writers. Some are better in grammar skills, right? There's different skills. So I try to assess all of you, but as long as you get better, I mean, all of us have like what, 300 some students, right? So there's a lot of you and only one of us. But I will try to. I know all of you now by face. I'm a visual learner. And then hopefully I'll get to know more of your names and more about you. But again, as long as you try. In English, we say, give it the old college try. As long as you do that, then you will get a good mark for sure. Okay. All right. All right. Coming up on a minute, less than a minute. So cop and cop. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for reading the emails. And I will send the links to these next week, right? But if you subscribe, these should be posted, these videos, right? If you want to review them, again, another benefit of online education, you can review the class at your leisure because I will be posting it online. All right. Thank you. Have a great night and have a great weekend. See you guys Wednesday, right?